So I have finally hit 30,000 power level on my Ichigo. That is right. So I just kind of wanted to go through in terms of what it will take for you to improve your character in terms of gathering as much power level. What can you do to a character to make them stronger? So we're going to go through the whole lot since I've now kind of unlocked the additional part of progressing through a part of the character to actually get them even more stronger, of course. So I've been grinding the hell out of it, trying to get as high level as much as possible, so that way I can unlock everything to kind of see what we're working with and where we're at right now. So let's just kind of go through it one by one. So first things first, as per usual, as most games do it, you got your typical leveling up the character. Alright, depending on where you are with your account level, you will then unlock to where you can furthermore increase your character's level. So obviously this is one way to progress through the power level side of things, of course. So we'll start at 60. I think once I get to level 50, I think that's when I get when I can farm these materials, and then I'll get 70. I think for right now, as far as I'm aware, I think 85 is the current cap. So I mean, clearly they'll probably raise the cap as you know as time goes on, but I think that's kind of where they're going to be keeping the threshold. Could be wrong, but that's as high as I've seen it. So there is that. So leveling up. This is the weaponry side of it, of course. So obviously leveling up the weapon, that will give you your increase in power level, of course. But the big part of it is obviously getting the weapon cards, as I like to call them, of course. And again, getting the more of the high rarity version of it will give you more of a power increase. Again, with the cards themselves, you can well, no, we're holding it. What am I doing? There we go. Yeah, you can feed in dupes. Now, the one thing which I will say is, as it stands right now, when it comes to weaponry cards and stamp cards, there are alternative materials that we can get in some way or form. As the game releases, I'm sure there'll be means to get these materials to where we can use these as dupe. So rather than going for, you know, getting a dupes of the additional card, which is going to be an absolute pain. Oh, well, I say that. Weapon cards and stamp cards aren't exactly that much of a pain, since it's only 40 purple guaranteed, of course, but they've already thrown in materials and resources that we can utilize and put into certain cards and whatnot. So that's also a thing. But as per usual, leveling up, feeding dupes into it will also progress you with your power level. So that's kind of that. Oh wait, let me just there we go. All right, so we've got the card in place right there. Beautiful. So yeah, again, just keep in mind, again, I mean, this is kind of self-explanatory, but the higher the rarity, there you go. All right, and once again, in terms of the level, depending on where you are with your account, so again, when I hit level 50, I can get that to 70. All right, I'm pretty sure. But that's kind of how that works. Wait, what's the... So it stops at 80. I did say the cap is at 85, so it might be 80 or 85. It's one of the two, but anyway. Further moving along, working on skills, unlocking passive. Again, very self-explanatory. You know, as you're leveling up, as you're progressing, you'll be able to level up your skills even more. You can then bump up your passive. So obviously with this passive, it goes up at 65. This one goes up at 85. So I think 85 is the cap, 75 of course. And then in order for me to get the next set of levels for my my skills. So yeah, basically once he surpasses, or once my character surpasses level 60, so when I can get them to level 70, then I will be able to put a level onto my skills. So again, that will help out with the power level side of it, of course. Dupes. I got a second dupe in my boy Ichigo. Yeah, damn right I did. So I'm just quickly translating what's going on here. The duration of Crescent Moon is increased by 2 seconds. Every time Ichigo causes damage to an enemy with Crescent Moon, he can increase all the simulated damage he causes by 4%, which lasts for 5 seconds and can be stacked up to 5 layers. When Ichigo is in a hollow state, it can be increased to a maximum of 10 layers. Woo! Alright, it seems that in hollow state we are about to become even more of a demon. So, gonna drop in some gameplay in just a second with my 30,000 power level Ichigo. 2 dupes in. This man is looking very nice so far, but as per usual, again, if you do feeding dupes, that will obviously bump you up a lot in terms of your power level, of course. So okay, and the final slot, this is where it gets a little bit okay. So this is the grind factor. This right here is where you are going to be putting in a lot of time for your characters. So first things first, you've got your stamp card. Okay, so obviously you want to kind of make sure that you're linking it up correctly to the character, so that way you're not, you know, getting an unnecessary buff, of course. So in this case, obviously we're utilizing the specific card for Ichigo. Now, it is, as you guys are seeing, a 6-star. Yeah, it's a 6-star. Now, it works off once again from character level, of course, so depending on where you are with your level wise, it will determine on how far you can progress with its own level. So as per usual, you can feed in dupes, and again, there's an alternative resource that you can farm out in some way or form. I don't know how it is right now because we're in the beta form, but eventually we'll get there. But as per usual, we can level it up. So once I farm this amount, I can bump it up to level 30. This will obviously progress the main stat, and again, that will obviously, when it comes to this section of the character, this is where you can actually get a great deal of power. All right, so that's kind of how this part works, of course. Now, I don't think it's going to show here. Let me see. So that's the stamp card. These are engraving. Again, the higher the rarity, the better buff you actually get. And it's kind of, again, self-explanatory, but you guys know the drill. However, as you guys can see, this is a 6-star. You can only farm 5 stars. To get it to 6-star, it will require you to feed in this material. So as you're leveling up, as you're getting the 5-star and you're leveling it up, of course, again, you're getting a great deal of power increase. But what this does, it kind of unlocks an additional passive, or an additional buff stat, as you could say. And this will bump it up to 6 stars. Now, I think I've already done one. Yeah, okay, so we'll use this one as a reference. So right here, this is the additional bonus that I got. Unfortunately, it's not the bonus that I need, so this is kind of scuffed right now. So with this Ichigo one, battlefield skill damage increased by 12%. Facepalm moment. I can already see the grind that this game is going to be. Just in terms of the engraving side of it, it is going to be an absolute pain. So yeah, so we can surpass the 5-star into a 6-star, and again, this will be a huge boost for your character. Now, as you see right here, once you're feeding those resources and you get the additional buff stat, you can't choose or whatnot. You're kind of stuck with it. So this is unfortunately hot doo-doo right now, but I'm just using it for the sake of, you know, the best that I got. Because again, leveling up these items do cost a lot. So yeah, when it comes to engraving, for the most part, just kind of hit for 4-star and then gradually work your way up, because obviously as you level up your account, you'll be able to unlock the stages where you can farm out the 5 stars, and then eventually you'll be able to feed in these resources to then get up to 6-star, and then you hope and pray you get lucky with a good buff stat, of course. And then I still don't know what these are. I still don't know what the terminology for this is, but pretty much it just gives you some additional bonus. Again, just character-wise, or if you're doing a specific fight, then you can get additional bonuses from permanent bonds, of course. But again, this will give you like an extra 1 to 2k buff in terms of yeah, getting your character a little bit more stronger and giving them those additional percentage play going on. If you need more firepower, more HP, slash attacks, etc., of course. And again, with the permanent bond, as I've mentioned before, if I just quickly translate that, if you're doing a specific mission, you can earn more gold and all that good stuff. So this actually might not be a bad idea, because I need gold. I do need gold. So yeah, there are key things with the permanent bonds that can help you out. Alright guys, so we're going to go and do the Shinji fight. He is slightly tough. It's the final stage. I kind of saved it for this video, so yeah, let's go try this out, shall we? Let's see what we can cook up with this boy Ichigo. Realistically, we want to get to that hollow state, and then I think at that point it might be pretty much a GG. So that's kind of what we're going to work on. Nope. There we go. Just kind of drop all of that. Keep going. My boy's already dropping some good damage, I'm not gonna lie. Happy days. Nope, where did he go? Nope. Missed me with that. Go on, jump up. Nope. Commit to that. There we go, drop that. Okay, I don't know if I wanted to drop that, but that's fine. Yeah, can't even see. I can't see Byakuya. I couldn't see anything. Okay, we've nearly got what we need to get. Dip out. There we go. Oh, what? I thought I blocked that. Okay. Go into Urahara. Drop that. Nope. Zenbun. Oh god, Jesus. Damn! Bro, chill! Alright, it's time. GG. So let's go. So, boom, 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 boom. I kind of want to... Oh. Right, we're going to drop that. Let me just drop this. This has to do like 800... Oh, how much damage is it going to do? Oh. We did over a half mil, but that's because his health bar ran out. Which tells me... I want to say that... I feel like with Ichigo... Oh, nuking might be back on the table, boys. I might try to do some nuking with Ichigo, boys. I think I'm going to have to try it out. Now, another thing which I just want to quickly, briefly speak about is that the Battle Pass right now, in the Battle Pass, you can actually get this. And in here are some good 5-star. I believe these are stamp cards, right? And then I believe there's some weapon. Yeah, there's some weapon cards down here that you can pick up on. So I'm gonna go through them all, and then I'll let you guys know what's going down with these ones, which one are gonna be worth picking. I still haven't decided because I know there's some good support ones. I'm kind of contemplating to pick this one because I think this helps me out either with an additional 8 attack and my attack increase or battlefield increase. One of the two for an activate my battlefield skill, or is it this one the battlefield skill? But artwork is beautiful. I have to give it to them. The artwork are absolutely stunning with what they're doing. I can't deny that. But yeah, just kind of wanted to make sure that when it comes to the Battle Pass, boys, it's actually not bad. It's pretty worth. It's pretty worth. Anyway, that's enough of that in terms of increasing your power level and going over the characters. Yeah.